Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Okay, so today we would like to review two movies that we like to watch. Okay, first thing first, we would like to introduce ourselves. Okay, my name is Nur Shafiza binti Muhammad Surani, metric number 271304. This is my partner.
My name is Nur Amira binti Muhammad Rosli. My number metric is 273188.
Okay, so today we would like to review two movies, this is a part of our final assessment in English Proficiency II.
So we decide to choose Padman movie and the Lion King movie as our assessment.
Okay, so let's start it.
Okay, Shafiza, before we
Mira.
start our review, can I know what genre of movie that you like?
Oh, actually, Mira, there is a lot of genre movie that we would like to watch, but for me, I prefer more to animation movies.
Oh yeah, why you choose animation movie?
For your information, Mira, actually, it's fun to watch animation movies because there is a lot of character. Then the character will look so cute, funny, and colorful. That's why I love to watch animation movies. And in my opinion, by watching animation movies, it will release our stress and we will enjoy to watch the movie until the end.
Wow, it sounds interesting.
Yes. What kind of genre that you like, Mira?
For me, I have many genre of movie that I like, such as thriller, action, and comedy.
Oh.
But the most genre of movie that I like is comedy movie.
Okay, so why you like comedy movies, Mira?
Because comedy movie is helping me laugh. And by laughing, I can relieve my stress and it also can make me feel better about myself. Then when I'm feeling sad, I will watch the comedy movie to make me happy again.
Oh, it sounds nice.
Yes. Okay, Shafiza, about your movie, The Lion King, right?
Yes.
So can I know what is genre of that movie and can you explain more about the movie?
Okay, Mira. As you know, The Lion King is an animation movie that produced by Disney World Pictures, and the movie was released in this year at June, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. And for your information, The Lion King produced and directed by Jon Favreau and written by Jeff Nathanson. And this movie followed by the old version of The Lion King. The Lion King was raised about $1.656 billion in a box office. That's why I love to watch this movie because I don't know, maybe it's fun to watch. That's why I love.
I feel you.
Yeah, you feel me, right? So, Mira, can you tell me more about your movies?
Okay, my movie is Padman. So, Padman is a Hindi language comedy drama film directed and written by R. Balki, featuring Akshay Kumar, Sonam Kapoor, and Radhika Apte in lead roles. Do you know them?
Not really,
Yeah.
because I'm not
Same
so
as me.
into it. Oh, okay.
Never mind. Let's
Okay.
talk about it.
Okay.
Let's me continue.
Okay.
Padman movie is inspired by the life of the Arunachalam Muruganathan, a social entrepreneur from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Okay, Shafiza, about your movie, I would like to know about how movie goes. Can you tell me?
Story begins in the Pride Lands of Africa. There is a kingdom called Pride Rock. King Mufasa and Queen Sarah being newborn son. Simba is presented to be the next king by Rafiki the Mandrill, the kingdom's shaman and advisor. Mufasa prepares Simba to be the next king of the jungle. Mufasa shows Simba the Pride Lands and explains to him the responsibilities to kingship and the circle of life. Mufasa's younger brother, Scar, sets a trap for his brother and nephew, luring Simba into a gorge and having the hyenas drive a large herd of wildebeest into a stampede that will trample him. Then, Mufasa saves Simba but ends up hanging perilously from the gorge's edge, and Scar refused to help Mufasa, instead sending him falling to his death. Then Scar convinced Simba that the tragedy was Simba's own fault and advised him to leave the kingdom and never return. After that mirror, Simba collapsed in a desert and is rescued by Timon and Pumbaa, which are his new friends. Simba grew up in the jungle with his two new friends and living a carefree life under the motto Hakuna Matata, which means no worries. After a long period Simba enjoyed his life, suddenly one day, Timon and Pumbaa got attacked from a lion, and Simba rescues Timon and Pumbaa from a hungry lion who turns out to be Nala, his old friend. She and Simba reunite and fall in love, and Nala urges him to return home, telling him that the Pride Lands have become a drought-stricken wasteland under the Scar Range. But Simba feels guilty over his father's death and refuses to come back. Then Simba encounters Rafiki, who tells him that the Mufasa spirit lives on in Simba. Later, Simba decides to return to Pride Lands and sneak past the hyenas and confront Scar, who has just struck Sarabi. In the final, Scar begs for mercy and attempts to blame the hyenas for his action, and Simba spares his life but orders him to leave the Pride Lands forever. And suddenly Scar attacks his nephew, but Simba managed to toss him from the top of the rock. Scar survived the fall but is attacked and killed by the hyenas, who overheard his attempt to betray them. Afterward, Simba takes over the kingship and makes Nala as his queen. Later, with Pride Rock restored to its usual state, Rafiki presents Simba and Nala's newborn cub to the assembled animals, continuing the circle of life.
Okay, so Mira, how about your movie? Can you story to me?
Yes, of course. The story starts with the marriage of Lakshmi, who is played by Akshay Kumar, and Gayatri, who is played by Radhika Apte. Lakshmi is deeply in love with his wife and will do anything for her comfort and happiness. One day, Gayatri have her menstrual periods. Because of the low-income family life, Gayatri just used unhygienic rate during her periods. This caused Lakshmi worried about it. Gayatri tells him he should not interfere in this feminine topic. But Lakshmi is stubborn and he buys sanitary pads for his wife, which are rather costly. Gayatri tells him to return it, as using such costly napkins means cutting off milk expenses. One day, Lakshmi goes to work where a worker gets injured. Then he immediately applies a pad to the injury, despite the others referring to it as impure. The doctor praises his quick thinking and says that it is the cleanest choice to stop bleeding. Lakshmi is excited to hear, and he decides to buy some cotton, cloth and glue and makes a temporary pad, which he thinks is a better replacement for the costly one. Gayatri uses it, but the pad fails in its function, and she tells Lakshmi to not interfere in women's matters again. Lakshmi again tries to make a pad and gives it to a female medical student, who decides to help him out but is deterred by her friends. To add to his woes, his meeting with the student makes his wife think that he is having an affair. Lakshmi tries to give his sister pads, which leads to embarrassment in front of her in-laws. Next, he tries it on himself by attaching a balloon filled with goat blood, which leads to him getting blood all over his trousers in public, resulting in humiliation. This act causes him to be branded a man with loose morals by the entire village. Gayatri's brothers take her away, and Lakshmi decides to leave, pledging to fight the taboo surrounding menstruation. After learning that sanitary pads use the more absorbent cellulose fiber rather than cotton, Lakshmi goes to a college to gain knowledge about the materials used in sanitary napkins. In need of money and shelter, he works as a manservant in a professor's house. The professor's sons introduce him to the internet and helps him get information. The professor is baffled by Lakshmi's actions and shows him videos of pad making machines worth millions to derail his ideas. It has the opposite effect. Lakshmi is inspired by this to make his own pet making machine. He borrows money and manages to make a good pet but has no one to taste it. He ends up meeting Pariwalia, who is played by Sonam Kapoor, a modern educated woman from the city, and supplies a pet to her. When he asks for feedback, she says that it is like a normal pet. Lakshmi's joy knows no bounds, and he calls Gayatri to give her the news. Gayatri gets upset at his obsession with menstruation, and her brother wants him to stay away. Pari sees Lakshmi's potential and invites him to an innovation fair in Delhi. Lakshmi's invention is recognized as the life-changing innovation of the year, and he shoots to fame, but the villagers, on realizing the nature of his invention, insult him. Pari helps a dejected Lakshmi sell his pets to rural women, who later join him in his venture. Lakshmi and Pari travel from village to village, making low-cost pet manufacturing machines, creating small pet making factories, and providing rural women both jobs and pets for sale. He is invited to New York and gives a speech at UNICEF. Back home, he is awarded the pet mastery. Over time, Pari falls in love with him, which makes Lakshmi conflicted as he has feelings for her too. However, she steps back for his happiness, with Lakshmi telling her she helped make him a new man. Lakshmi returns to a hero's welcome in his village. The film ends with Lakshmi and Gayatri finally reuniting and Lakshmi finding continued success with his endeavors.
Okay, Mira. So, what you get from watch this movie?
Okay, from movie I can learn is when we do something good for people, go ahead. We should not give up easily, even when it will be insulted by society. Success will surely come if we strive, such as Lakshmi continue his struggle in making the pets, despite the villagers insulted him until he was removed from the village. So because of his continued efforts, finally he achieved a great success. How about you, Shabiza?
Okay, for me, what I get from watch this movie is there is no one that we can rely on, especially family. This movie teach us about family bonds, and like you also, there is no one can judge ourselves. Okay, just do whatever you want to do and just do the best for the sake of your family, because only our family that know more about ourselves, and just ignore what people want to say. Just go ahead and do the best. That's what I learned about this movie.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for watching.
And we hope you guys got interest to watch our two
These
suggestion movies.
yes.
Because first you will learn something, and
More lessons
yes,
from movie.
and of course you will enjoy it. So that's all.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Baby, take my hand. I want you to be my husband. Kiss you, my Iron Man. And I love you 3,000